At this time, I'd like to call to order the Franklin County Board of Commissioners General Session. Today is December 4th, 2018. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Commissioner O'Grady.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of November 6th, November 13th, 2018 General Session, and the minutes of November 26th and 27th and 2018 budget hearings?
Move approval of the minutes.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Minutes have been approved.
Great. First up, domestic relations.
Resolution number 832-18. Resolution authorizing a contract extension for the linen and laundry service for the Franklin County Juvenile Detention Center in the amount of $60,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb
Morning.
Reeves, Deputy Director. This resolution is requesting a contract extension for 1 year with Buckeye Linen Services, which provides linen services to the juvenile detention facility. This pricing will remain unchanged from the previous year. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
Move approval of resolution 832-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 832-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer.
Resolution number 833-18. The Franklin County Engineer is authorized to use county forces during 2019 for maintenance and repair projects involving county roads and bridges within limits established by the Ohio Revised Code.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Cornell Robertson, Franklin County Engineer. With me today,
Carla Marable.
Commissioners, also with me today is Brett Baker. He's a senior high school student at Grove City Christian School. Brett is interested in engineering, so he's going to shadow our office today
Great.
to learn about what we do there on our roads and bridges.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
This first resolution is our annual force count resolution that authorizes us to utilize our crews to work on the various road and bridge projects that we expect in 2019. So pending any questions, we request your approval.
Move approval of 833-18.
I'll second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 833-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 834-18. Report fifth of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation for a portion of the owners of property abutting the improvement of Alcar Road at Darby Creek Drive project, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $2,782.85.
Commissioners, you may recall that we improved Alkire Road at Darby Creek Drive by installing a modern roundabout. This resolution seeks compensation for two property owners that sustained crop damage as a result of our construction on their property. We've negotiated with the property owners and find that the compensation is just and equitable.
Move approval of 834-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 834-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Prosecuting Attorney.
Resolution number 835-18. Resolution authorizing a contract with 3SG Plus LLC for the Franklin County Prosecuting Attorney's Office for Security and Data Loss Prevention System in the amount of $42,840.15.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Soulis with the Prosecuting Attorney's Office. Commissioners, this resolution authorizes a contract with 3SG Plus to acquire a security and data loss prevention system for our office. This is a computer security system that will prevent the unauthorized and inappropriate dissemination of confidential information, which obviously we retain in our computer systems. And we request your approval.
Move approval of 835-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 835-18 has been adopted.
Oh, Jobs and Family Services.
Resolution number 836-18. Resolution approving an amendment to 4 subaward agreements with Community Refugee and Immigration Services, Ethiopian Tehawido Social Services, Jewish Family Services, and Us Together Incorporated for employability programs and an increase of $958,642.
Good morning, Commissioners. Joy Bivens, Director of Franklin County Job and Family Services.
Charles Noble, Chief Legal Counsel, Job and Family Services.
That sounds good.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Commissioners, as you know, Franklin County is the only county agency that receives state funding, refugee service funding. In 2016, Franklin County was awarded a two-year grant to help eligible newly arrived refugees across Central Ohio region with some of the challenges and barriers with employment. Through fiscal year 2018, they placed 75% of refugees in employment exceeding the target rate of 53%. That was 291 of 390. Most of these jobs are full-time with benefits, provided an average wage of $12.28 an hour, which will eclipse the statewide goal of $10.64 an hour. The collaborative is a prime example of our agency's integrative partnerships work, even going above and beyond the scope of work. The collaborative come together with Job and Family Services to provide a Mid-Ohio food bank produce market. I believe it's once monthly at our Morse Road location. Pending any questions, we would ask for your approval of this amendment.
Move approval of 836-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 836-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 837-18, resolution approving a subaward agreement with I Know I Can to provide middle and high school youth with career and college readiness programming in the amount of $1,402,430.92.
Morning, Commissioners. I Know I Can's college and career advising expansion model places full-time college and career experts in high schools with the goal of ensuring every student is prepared and has the ability to enroll in college or enter career after graduating. I Know I Can has had college and career advisors in each Columbus City school for the past 3 years. With your support, we were able to expand the programming last year to provide services outside the Columbus School District, starting with Whitehall and Southwestern City Schools. Under the last contract, I Know I Can help more than 500 seniors at Whitehall, Yearling, Franklin Heights, and Westland High School complete nearly 2,200 college applications. Under this new contract, I Know I Can will also pilot the college and career advising in 5 Columbus City middle schools, which include Champion, Dominion, Hiltonia, Westmore, and Woodward Park. The advisors will provide both one-on-one and group advising to ensure students are prepared for high school. And if I may, Commissioners, we have the Executive Director of I Know I Can, Katina Fullen, and some guests that will be able to describe a little bit of their program.
Great, come on. I've been doing I Know I Can with CPD or Columbus Public Schools in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade for
Yeah.
years. This is great that it's in junior high and high school. I love this. Go.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So let me just tell you a little bit about what we were able to accomplish this past year and then what our hopes are for this year. So last year was our first time expanding outside of Columbus City Schools. So 30 years in Columbus City Schools, great relationship and partnership, but we were able, thanks to your support, to be in Whitehall and 2 of the 5 high schools in Southwestern. So we were in Westland and Franklin Heights. And this year was really a baseline year for us. We didn't get started until late winter of last academic year and finished out the school year. But we did a balance of how do we help these schools build capacity for long-term sustainability, and then how do we do the direct service for students. So that's what we spent January through August doing in those high schools. So we were able to work with each high school to build a college and career readiness strategic plan. We were able to do asset mapping to avoid any duplication of services in those buildings, and then hire staff to do one-on-one, small group, and classroom work with students in grades 9 through 12. So they focused on college and career readiness, they focused on high school graduation requirements, and then how do we help students set tangible goals for not only graduating from high school, but then also future post-secondary and career success. And so that's how we spent this last academic year. Because it was a baseline year and this is the first time we were really capturing some of this data, we'll be able to get you college enrollment data in probably January, February, to see how the class of 2018 did in terms of college enrollment, and we committed to come back with that information. But just a few highlights. We increased the number of FAFSAs completed, which, as you probably know and recall, it's the number one indicator of college enrollment, and we increased that by 10% among those new districts, a 3.3% increase in the number of college students submitting at least one college application. And then we did a lot of work over the summer. We all use the term summer melt to mean different things. In college access, it means students who graduate in June with plans of going to college and have done all of the work they need to, but something happens over the summer that prevents them from showing up on a college campus come August or September. And we worked with about 391 students in those schools over the summer to help make sure that they were able to get the housing deposits and enrollment and courses scheduled and financial aid paid. We have sort of a theme in our office that we say, come August, students should be starting the first day of classes with bills paid, books in hand, and butts in seats. So that's how we describe to our staff what we want them to do. And so over the summer, we worked with those 391 students for over 100 hours, just making sure that they had what they needed to be college ready. For this year, what we hope to do is we see that our 8th graders, our middle schoolers are struggling to make the transition to high school and then be prepared to take advantage of the opportunities that exist in high school. And so in those 5 middle schools that were mentioned, we are hoping to work with the 8th graders. We are actually creating a course, a college and career readiness course, that we will meet with the students every week in those 5 high schools in the 8th grade, and we will get them ready to make the transition to high school, be better prepared to take advantage of the more rigorous coursework, and then also the job shadowing and internship opportunities that exist, thanks to the partnership of those feeder high schools with Columbus State AEP and Columbus State's I-3 grant. So we're trying to leverage existing resources by making sure our students are better prepared to accept them and take advantage of them once in high school. And then also with Southwestern, we would be going into the remaining high schools in that district.
Great.
Commissioners, if I can just mention, the work that I know I can is supports your poverty initiative, because as you all know, these districts were identified through a youth needs assessment, and they fell into a category of high-risk students. And we know that the higher the education, the more earning potential individual has. Currently, right now, what we learned in the poverty stakeholder meetings, 65% of the county has a bachelor's degree and 35% does not. So if we can impact generational poverty on this level, this really is, we're going to see some great results, I believe, and this really supports the poverty initiative that you all are doing.
Okay. Great.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Move approval of Resolution 837-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Abstain.
Resolution number 837-18 has been adopted.
Next, economic development and planning.
Resolution number 838-18. Resolution authorizing a 1-year contract extension with MP Kelleher and Associates for residential building office services in the amount of $90,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider a 1-year extension to MP Kelleher and Associates Incorporated to provide residential building official services for Franklin County. This contract is an extension of a contract that was originally approved on November 22nd, 2016 under resolution number 0819-16. This is the second of 4 allowable 1-year extensions under the original contract. Pricing for services provided will be $7,500 a month and not to exceed $90,000 a year. Services include providing residential building official services to enforce the Residential Building Code of Ohio for 1, 2, and 3 family residential dwelling structures in the townships and villages of the county. The contract requires Mr. Kelleher to fulfill the certified residential code enforcement personnel requirement of the 2013 Residential Code of Ohio, and a residential building official is required to exercise enforcement. Accept and approve plans, make inspections of residential, electrical, and HVAC. The residential building official also reports building department activity to the state of Ohio. The project was originally competitively bid in accordance with Section 307.86 of the Ohio Revised Code through the Purchasing Department. Franklin County Purchasing and the Prosecutor's Office have both reviewed the proposal, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
Move approval of 83818.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 838-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jenny.
Homeland Security.
Resolution number 839-18, resolution authorizing the termination for convenience of a contract with Integrated Solutions Consulting Corporation.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kathy Crandall, Homeland Security and Justice Regional Communications. Commissioners, this resolution requests your authorization to terminate for convenience a contract with Integrated Solutions Consulting Corporation. Pending any questions, we are requesting your approval.
Move approval of 83918.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 839-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Justice and Policy Programs.
Resolution number 840-18, resolution authorizing a contract with Restorative Financial Services, LLC, for the purchase of financial literacy education under the FY 2015 Justice and Mental Health Collaboration and FY 2018 Comprehensive Opioid Abuse Site-Based Grant Programs in the amount of $2,934.
Good morning, Commissioners. Michael Daniels with the Office of Justice Policy and Programs. This contract would provide financial literacy education for folks who are both in the jail as well as at the community-based correctional facility. Pending any questions, we'd ask for your approval.
Move approval of 84018.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 840-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Purchasing.
Resolution number 841-18, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $3,826,597.62.
Morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuthbert, Director of Purchasing. Commissioners, as a reminder, this is the final purchase order resolution for this fiscal year. So this will be the last time you get to see me up here.
Oh.
Reindeer healthy?
Oh, yes, sir. They're all
Is
good.
good?
Good to go. And
Toys are all on schedule, everything's good?
for most people.
Just checking. Want to make sure. All right, move approval of
If you're
resolution.
Santa, then you're looking a little light this year.
Well-
You need to.
Oh, everything else is on schedule, he's got time to pack on the weight, he's good.
This is part of the Thrive On Commission.
That's good. That's right. Even Santa is living healthy these days.
I did my points. You know,
Dude, relax, my daughter's got cookies for you, she's got cookies for you and milk, and she's got carrots and stuff for the reindeer, everything's cool.
County administrator was on me. I had to keep.
Gotta fit down the chimney, dude.
Yeah, we need to get you some
that's
jelly
true.
donuts for Hanukkah.
You know, it is. You know, it is after Thanksgiving. You bulk up after that. You know, all the pies and stuff. You know, you tend to bulk up.
All right, move approval of 84118. I got it's an annual thing, you gotta give Carl a hard time, so he grows the beard out on purpose. It's all.
You know, I have all my.
beautiful. It's a
I
beautiful
wear all my
thing.
Christmas ties too, from now until.
Do you
Christmas.
get, everywhere you go, do the kids, yeah.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law's the same
They
way.
stare at you. They're like, I think that's him.
Yeah, and their parents always tell them, say, if you don't behave yourself, then I'm going to go talk to them. So it's always fun.
So you threaten kids.
Oh, I don't have to say it. Commissioner, I don't have to say a word. I just walk by and
Right.
the parents will say, yeah, if you don't behave yourself, I'm going to go talk to them. So it's just, I just walk by.
You just go give them the look, you
It's
know, like-
hilarious. I just, my innocent little self, you know, I just
Right.
walk by.
Innocent
self.
self,
Move approval of 84118.
I thought we did that. Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 841-18 has been
Thank you,
adopted.
Commissioner. Merry Christmas.
So we won't see you
You
again.
will not see me. If my staff has done their job, then I'll have to come back up for another resolution, but you won't see me until next year.
Happy holidays, Carl.
Happy holidays.
Yep. Happy holidays. Ken said, if we see you, there's a problem. So we don't want to see you.
So we
It's
don't
because
wanna
you've been
see
naughty.
you.
Board of Commissioners. So we have a public hearing. Clerk, can you please read the public hearing notice?
Public hearing, a resolution approving the issuance of the County of Delaware, Ohio Healthcare Facilities Revenue Refunding Bond Series 2018 for the Willowbrook Christian Communities.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'd like to open up the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience today who would like to speak to this resolution? All right, seeing that there are none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 842-18, a resolution approving the issuance of the County of Delaware, Ohio Healthcare Facilities Revenue Refunding Bond Series 2018 Willowbrook Christian Communities in one or more series for the purpose, among other things, of refinancing bonds previously issued to finance or refinance the acquisition, construction, improvement, and equipping of healthcare facilities owned and operated by Willowbrook Christian Communities and certain other matters relating thereto.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Diana Beeson. I'm with Dinsmore & Scholl. We're acting as bond counsel in this transaction. Here with me today is Thomas Polson. He's the Chief Financial Officer of Willowbrook Christian Communities. This resolution is being considered in connection with the possible bond issuance by Delaware County, Ohio, for the benefit of Willowbrook in a principal amount not to exceed $40 million pursuant to Chapter 140 of the Ohio Revised Code. The proceeds will be used to refinance certain currently outstanding bonds that were used to finance and refinance senior health care facilities, including rehabilitation, assisted living, and skilled nursing facilities, some of which are located here in Franklin County. No taxpayer dollars will be pledged or used to pay back these bonds, and the bonds do not constitute the debt or general obligations of Franklin County or Delaware County. Willowbrook is solely responsible for repayment of these bonds. Delaware County will act as the issuer, as I mentioned, and we are seeking this public hearing and the host jurisdiction approval from you as the elected representatives of Franklin County in order for the bonds to meet certain federal tax law requirements for them to be tax exempt under the Internal Revenue Code. The Hospital Commission discussed this matter at its meeting on November 28th, after which the Administrative Council sent a memo over to the county recommending that the board move forward with the consideration of this resolution. If you have any questions at this time, we'd be happy to answer those for you.
Sure. The only question I have is, I think this is fascinating. So, we as Franklin County have passed resolution because a portion of their portfolio of properties are in Franklin County. As well as but Delaware is actually the issuer of the actual bonds and actually doing the refunding, but because they have properties in Franklin County, we've got to do it too.
Yes, that's correct. That's because there are properties here that were financed with tax-exempt bonds,
Right.
and we're refinancing those tax-exempt bonds with more tax-exempt bonds.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Some of them cross into Franklin County, but Delaware is the issuer for
That's
the
correct.
actual refunding. Gotcha.
And they'll be doing a similar resolution there because
Yes,
they've got bonds.
they also had to do a public hearing and give the approval for the actual project, and as well as pass a bond resolution for the actual documents as issuer of those bonds.
So do they have, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do they have a hospital commission? Or
They don't.
So the county, Delaware County actually
Met and,
okay.
Right, and they're the issuer, and they had the hearing and met and
Sure.
passed the resolution.
We have a hospital commission, but we don't have any county hospitals.
Right,
Correct.
right. So the county commission issues the debt technically
Many-
for
Correct.
Franklin County.
Acting by-
Many counties across the country, I think even across the state, have county hospitals, but we don't
Right.
have any county hospitals here in Franklin County.
Yeah.
Okay. Move approval of Resolution 84218.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 842-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I said thankfully, we don't have any county hospitals.
Next.
Resolution number 843-18, resolution authorizing appropriation adjustments for the county's wellness incentive and public transportation benefit programs, termination payouts, workers' compensation expenses, and to offset budgeted vacancy reductions.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Telerik with Franklin County Office of Management and Budget. This resolution will reconcile payroll-related expenditures in order for county agencies to meet their payroll obligations before the end of the year. The resolution includes appropriations for 10 agencies within the general fund totaling $8 million. $6.7 million will be absorbed within current appropriation levels, while $1.3 million will require supplemental appropriations. With regard to the non-general funds, there are 9 funds that require additional appropriations totaling $2.1 million. $1.5 million will be able to be absorbed within current appropriation levels, while $600,000 will require supplemental appropriations. Pending any questions, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of Resolution 843-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 843-18 has been adopted.
Are there any generalizations?
There's one, Commissioner, from Economic Development and Planning. Case number ANX-30-18, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on November 29, 2018. The petition is requesting to annex 1.084 acres from Franklin Township to the City of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on January 8, 2019. That is all, Commissioner.
All right, if there are no further comments or questions, that concludes our meeting. Thank you. Okay.